I feel pretty strongly that the key to a successful homeschool is a peaceful, content homeschooling mom. It really makes sense to make sure that you have the stamina to stay homeschooling and to keep homeschooling joyfully. That's how you know you're doing enough. You can still smile at your kids at the end of the day. Doing fewer things as consistently as we're able, putting relationships first. Because the greatest commandment is that we love God with all of our heart, soul, and mind, and that we love our neighbor as ourselves. So that means if those are the two most important things, then education is for love. Homeschooling is about relationships. What we're doing here is bigger than anything we can fit in an academic box. We do academics in service of this bigger thing. There's like a bigger why, a bigger reason for it. It matters so much to us. Homeschooling does, and doing a good job for our kids. It matters so much that we want to make sure we're doing it well. We want to make sure we're doing it right. The FOMO isn't just a fear of missing out. It's a fear that we're dropping a ball that really matters. We can say till the cows come home, homeschooling's about relationships, and then it gets Monday morning and we get our coffee and we're hitting the ground running and we're snapping at our kids because we're behind schedule, right? We all do it. I do it. All of us do it. Nobody here would trade their child's relationship for any kind of school or academic results. For example, if I was to say your kid can get perfect SAT scores, can get into any college they want, can have any career they want, but it will destroy your relationship with them. Nobody would take that, right? You would not take that deal. None of us would take that deal because we were made to love. The tricky thing, I think one of the tricky things about relationships is they're not crock pots. You can't set it and forget it. You can't put your relationships on autopilot. You can't put them on automatic. You can't decide once in August, I'm going to do this for my relationship and then just set it and put it on a lesson plan and let it ride. That's how crock pots work. It is not how relationships work. Relationships need a lot more constant tending. They need more care. You will never meet all of your children's needs. There is no possible way for you to meet all of your children's needs, ever. You have to take that weight of responsibility off of your shoulders. We don't know what our kids are going to need when they're older or what they're going to face. But what we can do is we can give them a few skills. One of them is an enjoyment of reading. Because if they enjoy reading and they do it regularly as a part of their normal life, then they will be able to learn almost anything they want at any point because they'll have that skill and desire and ability at their fingertips. But I think part of the way we get stuck here is when we feel like our job is to get a certain result that we're not in control of. It's the same reason that we get really mixed up with feeling like our job is to have our kids turn out a certain way, but that's not what we've been called to do. That's not our job. Those aren't our marching orders, and we were never responsible for that. We're responsible for us showing up every day prayerfully with our hands open, saying, Lord, I am not enough. Make me courageous anyway. We were made for this. We were made to be in relationship. And the greatest commandment is to love God and to love each other. And so then our homeschool exists to help us love God and each other better.